viewers, welcome to Saturday Sports in ACTN TV. Today I have a very interesting topic for you in sports medicine. I am very fortunate to interview someone which is in the medical field and went to Russia to know about this new technology. Then he came back and he's adamant to teach Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. In fact, he went to Jamaica. He assessed some top track and field athletes. Everybody knows the top track and field athletes, especially the one from Jamaica. And he proved that this technology really works. And today we are going to learn about it. So, hi, it's
Hello.
my pleasure to see you,
Hello,
Mr.
Sarah.
Richard Charles. I'm very sure that the public is waiting to know more about you. So can you tell us about you, what do you do, and a little bit about this new technology?
Thank you, Solange. And to the viewers out there, it's a pleasure to be able to speak today on this sport program to tell you all about something very exciting that is actually happening worldwide. So my name is Richard, and I did travel to Russia about 5 years ago, and we got this science where it allows us to test athletes on the spot. In fact, they are testing athletes while we speak right now worldwide in many countries, where teams have our equipment and they can test athletes, being able to show how their rate of recovery is, how much stress you can put the athlete under, and whether they can survive or not. So what we're hoping to do in Trinidad and Tobago is to be able to ensure that we don't have any more episodes of athletes dying of sudden cardiac arrest. Not only in North America, but even in Trinidad and Tobago, as you know, we have lost at least 3 athletes from heart attacks. I think they were football players. I did speak to the former Minister of Sport when he was in the sport ministry, and he told me that he would help us get to the Ministry of Health, but that never materialized. However, as recently as last year, we had a Jamaican kid, 18 years old, die of a heart attack, a young upcoming star. We went to Jamaica, and the Jamaican people accepted us because of what was happening there. They were more sensitized to athletes and their training programs. In fact, we were fortunate enough to test some of the actual track and field stars on the team that went to Brazil for the Olympics in Jamaica.
Wow.
We also went, we were invited at the University of Technology, and they are also using our equipment there. And because of that, JC Foster is now using our equipment to test athletes. And more recently, the Defense Force of Jamaica, their head cardiologist, Major Gail Ranglin Edwards, is also a consultant to our firm in this region. And so she is working with doctors in Jamaica. So as they test their athletes, if our system ever flags anyone, like you saw earlier, where it's flagged red, we pull them off the team. We send their report to Dr. Edwards, and she interviews them. She sees them. In fact, because our system is so up to date and we use internet, you as a team doctor can be in another country, and you can get this live report immediately on your cell phone or tablet or computer. That is what we're doing. So we are introducing a science where we are saying we can test athletes, and we want to do that. We have had instances in Trinidad and Tobago where gym instructors have died of a heart attack. We have had a golfer in Trinidad and Tobago 2 years ago died in St. Andrews. And if any golfers are out here, they will know that the most hazardous course in the Caribbean is the Pointe-à-Pied golf course, where many golfers have had heart attacks on the back nine. So we have people working hard, trying to get fit, trying to get healthy, made money, and now they suffer from heart attacks because nobody took the time to do ECG.
That is right.
Right? So what we're saying, Solange, is our test is simple. It takes 30 seconds. You out there, if you want to do an ECG and you're a woman, you don't have to get undressed. You can do 4 leads, 2 on the hands, 2 on the limbs, keep your clothes on, and you're sitting down. So you get a sitting ECG, not a resting ECG. And this information is recorded. It goes to our server in Germany, and that program screens it, reads it, and creates a complete ECG strip that a doctor will be accustomed to, as well as the 2D image of the heart that you saw earlier. So what we can do now is our program will flag it, and then we take this report and we say you can go to your doctor, or if there is a team doctor that is working with us, we can send them the coordinates and they can go online and receive all of this information in lifetime.
How do you become aware of it?
Because of my travels in our company, our company originally is PARC Distributors. That's our health distribution company, where we started this company 19 years ago with a view to developing alternative methods of treatment. We found that too much conventional medicine by the big pharma companies, they create havoc with people's lives. You go to get treated for one disease and you end up with symptoms of other diseases. So our company first developed a product 19 years ago called alcoxyrol. It's a shark liver oil formula designed to build the immune system. So like young women are suffering from lupus, or people have arthritis, or they want to build the immune system. We have people alive for more than 15 years after having had cancer from just this supplement. So we started that trend 19 years ago, and in the last 5 years, the evolution of becoming a company that developed or is using worldwide technology to fight disease and to detect disease earlier is what we are about. So 5 years ago, this division started through PARC Diagnostics, where we have two machines. One allows us to scan the whole body in 7 minutes. Without asking any questions, we can scan your body, read the energy of all your organs that are attached to your nerves, which are connected to your spine, and we read that from the skin, or what the Chinese call the acupuncture points or the meridian points. And based on this information, we can get a report and tell someone what is the state of their body, whether they have too much carbohydrates, whether they're developing diabetes, or whether they're at risk for liver or cancer. We can show this. So then the next machine was the ECG machine, the PARC cardio screening device, which is what we're introducing here today. And this machine will allow us to test athletes. If you are a coach out there, I want to say that for a very, very inexpensive price, and if you want, I can tell you today, we're doing cardio screenings for as little as $100.
$100. So that means that it is affordable for anyone.
Yes, for $100, we can test the athletes, they can come to our office, and if our system flags them, they go to their doctor, and their doctor can read the report and then determine whether they want to do a full ECG, whether they want to do a stress test, an echo stress test, or put them on medication, or do additional blood work. So we are not working against doctors. So for the doctors out there, I want to welcome you to call us, ask us for our files. We have a medical website called lookatmyheart.com, and in there you will find the medical references to support the science. And this science for the doctors out there is called the science of dispersion mapping, where we analyze the QRS complex. And this is the new method of analyzing ECGs and the heart rhythm. Through this science, we can pick up information that is normally not available through a serial ECG device. Because a serial ECG device is programmed to read a frequency at a certain range. The ECG machine that we have here, our PARC cardio screening device, actually is programmed at a lower frequency. So that low amplitude oscillations that is invisible to the human eye, that a doctor will not normally be able to read from a traditional serial ECG, he will now have access to that. And because of that, the European Journal of Medicine have reported that our machine can pick up ECG symptoms with regard to left ventricular hypertrophy a lot sooner than a traditional machine.
Okay. I know you mentioned that you have worked with athletes.
Yes.
So coming from a sporting background, I remember in Cuba we used to do that like every month, and it was obviously we didn't have this sort of technology. We used the resting one. But I do understand the importance of getting your heart checked very often. But my question now is, will there be any difference if you do the testing in any particular stage of the training? Because in the training we have general preparation, a specific preparation, pre-competitive, competitive, and transition. So I want to know, for example, if you are going into the competitive stage now, so you're going to be more anxious, more excited. So if you do the test there, you know, it's going to be different from if you do the test in the general preparation, you know.